thinking about. Hello and welcome to Chickens on the Loose podcast, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, DLive, and Kick. And on today's podcast, we're going to talk about the dreaded Mansfield game, pre-matching the Blackpool game, getting latest news from Bradford City, and also latest news from a couple of other fans. What's on your plate? And finishing on with, do you want to chat about, shout about, vent about, anything? And I should be joined by Mark from Nuts and Bolts.
Evening, Johnny.
I should be joined from Harry from the Green Army Loop.
Yep, I'm here.
And then joined by Harry from Top of the Cob.
Good evening.
So, let's get this over and done with, shall we? So, talking about the Bradford City post-match chat, and I'm going to get straight into there, and I'm going to play the highlights from Sky Sports. And there's also a controversial incident, I think, in the game. We'll show that. But here's the highlights of Bradford versus Mansfield.
What a goal. Look at that. Cardi's got to clear it in.
What a goal.
Shocking goalkeeping there.
Look at that throw. Amazing throw, Johnny.
Good cross.
Bit of an header there from Mansfield player.
There's no defence. There's no defence in Bradford.
And I think the best goal is this. There's the new one, straight through the middle. Dodgy defending, I think, by Byrne there, who couldn't defend in a chip shot. So this incident here.
Never a penalty at all.
We're going to dig a deep dive into that in a minute.
Bob's in a natural position. It's falling to the ground.
Look at the spit of the art from here. And then the finish here. Who's that winning? That was gone. I left the ground.
Oh, and it's a goal.
That
So,
defending is shocking, Johnny.
right, these guys. Just see if we can get a better view. Give me a minute. If anyone can see that.
That's a natural position when you're falling.
That's
a
What's your
penalty.
thoughts on that, lads?
No.
That should have been a penalty.
No.
So, starting off with Mark, what do you reckon?
Never. It's a natural position when falling. Because you've got that in the rules now. So.
Harry? Notts County, Harry?
I agree, Mark. But you have in a
Plymouth,
natural
Harry?
position because that's how you fall. So
I mean, like, just looking at that, you
Penalty.
can clearly tell it touched his arm. So that, for me, I feel like that should have been a penalty to Bradford.
So I'm just going to roll it on a little bit more because you'll see from like that view. But I think that was a penalty, to be fair. I know Mark
it
and
was.
Harry are saying, Mark and Notts County Harry are saying it's not handball, but I think that's definitely an handball.
But in my defense,
100%.
correct score of the game, Johnny, I needed it to be 3-1. And if you'd scored that, it would have been 3-1. I would have got the prediction scoreline bang on.
Yeah.
So then I'm just going to now quickly go into a couple of stats from FootMob. Obviously, 3-0 them. Oaks, 22nd. And Oates on 6-7. He scored there in 67th minute. And then Atkins, 37. Ball possession, Bradford dominated it, but then obviously they're 47 it. Total shots, 15 for them, 11 for us. Big chances created, 4 and 2. And yeah, I thought it was a bit of a dismal. FootMob have awarded Walker with 7 points there. And the lowest is obviously Neil Byrne on 5.9 rating, who had an absolute shocker.
Do you think he was burnt out, Johnny?
You what, bud?
Do you think he was burnt out?
It's just a shite player. It's just a complete shite player. It should not, in my opinion, should not go back on that Bradford City pitch.
Good thing the January transfer is open. Always opportunity.
Yeah, I think he'll be going. So if anyone on Facebook, Twitter, or other social sites want to join, come along and talk about your team. There's the link. There, just popping in there. So if you want to click on that link there, come and join us and talk about how you think your team got on. So then this brings me on to just closing things down. This. So, Bradford City versus Blackpool. And it is live, I think.
Sky Sports Plus, right?
Oh, no, it's not on Sky Sports Plus. So, Sunday, the 4th of January, 3 o'clock, live from Bloomfield Road. And the referee is Simon Mather. And Mr. Mather, he's had 7 appearances in League One. Dished out 29 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 5 penalties. So you'll probably know what will happen tomorrow. League 2 has had 6 appearances, 18 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. EFL Cup, 3 appearances, 7 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. National League, 1 appearance, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. FA Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 2 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. Altogether, he's had 18 appearances, 56 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, and 5 penalties. And that was the referee stats.
Oh, sorry,
So
5 penalties. 5 penalties. That seems a bit excessive, don't you think?
Yep. Refereeing it for you, Simon Mather. So, have you guys got any thoughts on the referee?
I mean,
not really.
from my perspective, obviously he knows what he's doing. He's got a lot. He seems to have a good amount of experience. But dishing out 5 penalties just in League One, that I feel like could put you at a bit of a downside tomorrow, especially if you're playing Blackpool, who have definitely started to turn it around in the last few weeks. But yeah, I mean, no reds, no second yellows, good amount of yellows. So could be bookings galore tomorrow, maybe even another penalty to add to his collection, but seems like he'd be tolerable.
Yeah. Anyone else got any thoughts on the referee?
No.
Okay, right. Everyone watching and listening, please get your score predictions in, because next up, I'm just closing things down. So it's time for this. starting off with Mark from the Knots and Bolts podcast. What is your score prediction for the Bradford City game on Sunday?
I think Blackpool are going to have a point to prove after losing at Port Vale. I'm going 3-1 Blackpool.
Harry from Knots and Bolts.
Nuts and bolts.
All right, top of the cop.
Nuts and bolts. Blackpool 2, Bradford 1.
Harry from the Green Army.
I'm gonna agree with Mark on something he said about obviously Blackpool wanting to come back with a vengeance from Vale the other day after losing 5-2. And obviously Bradford coming off the back of a 3-0 loss against Mansfield. You guys are going to be going redemption. But I'm going to be nice to Bantams. I'm saying up the Chickens 2-2.
So I think obviously Bradford got absolutely battered 3-0 against Mansfield yesterday. And we need changes to the team. Obviously Blackpool lost 5-1 against Port Vale.
5-2.
5-2. So I'm thinking Bradford are going to win them 2-0. We've had JH on TikTok who thinks it's going to be 1-1 or 2-1 to Bradford. We've had Di who thinks it's going to be 2-0 City. We've had Bowyer who thinks it's going to be 3-0. I think Blackpool is put there. So do keep your score predictions in. Mr. S typically thinks it's going to be 3-1 to Blackpool. Right. So anyone else got anything that we'll talk about the Blackpool game?
I just think for both sides.
I mean,
Harry, Mac. Who's
Go on, Harry.
Mac,
No, honestly, no. I'm respecting my elders. You go first, man.
Yeah, so both sides are going to have points to prove. So who's going to want it more? You know what I mean? That's what it's going to come down to on the day. Who's got that fight in the belly? Who's got to come back after a defeat and a big defeat as well, for both sides? It's going to be a tough one, but it could end up a 0-0 draw. You don't know. Also,
Harry from the Green Army.
Yeah, Mark's right. Both teams are going to have a point to prove after the defeats over the weekend. But then again, Blackpool, like I said earlier, Blackpool have definitely stepped it up since the beginning of the season, spending majority of it in relegation along with us. Good to see that they switched it around, but at the same time, it could always change. They could either end up in the playoffs or they could go back to relegation with us. But all I can say is that it's definitely going to be a battle. It's going to be a good battle on Sunday.
So we've had more score predictions come in. We've had Bantam Beak, who thinks it's going to be a scrappy, boring 1-0 win to City. Ollie Potter, sidewards and backwards everywhere we go. HM, we have good at home recently. I'm saying 2-1 Blackpool. Obviously, I've got Mansfield fans joining, rubbing it in. Luke thinks it's going to be 1-0 Bradford again. And yeah, so that's the score predictions, but keep them coming in and I will read them out. So we are now going to go on to the latest news from Bradford City. Bradford City have obviously brought in a new player called Louis Silby, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, from Oxford. We're going to play this video and then we'll move on to the other panelists and what's going on at their teams. So,
We are the Bantams, we are the Bantams. Come on, Bradford City. Come on, Bradford City. We are the Bantams, we are the Bantams.
Here he is looking to make things happen. He links up with Kioso. Good ball into the middle and a shooting opportunity for Sibley. How about that for an impact? Just moments after coming on, Louis Sibley strikes and Oxford are back level. Scarlett involved, and then Louis Sibley, well, he just had so much grass to run into.
Wilson, who gets the ball back to him. And it's 2-2 in the EFL trophy for Louis Sibley.
Slick move once again, Owen. As we're talking about Max Bird, it's Louis Sibley that's made 3 or 4 really good runs in this game already. Clever little reverse. Wilson steps onto the ball. Sibbs isn't finished here. He goes over and past through 2 defenders on his right foot. It's a great finish across goals. Lovely time pass as well from Wilson. And we deserve that. The opening 20 minutes.
A calm and composed ball from him. Aaron Haynes going to continue his run. The outplay down the left-hand side. Might not need him. Barclays into the area. To the right. Good pass.
And obviously, just to wind up Harry Mark, I had to put their Notts County goals in.
Yeah, but it's not really back to the Virtue Trophy, is it? Come on.
Like to get my fishing rod and wind you two up because you wind me up sometimes. So obviously, Bradford City have brought in that player there from Oxford on loan until the end of the season, midfielder. People are saying his contract is ending at the end of the season, and also he's being given the number 40 shirt. So Harry and Mark, what's your thoughts on Bradford bringing in the midfielder?
I mean, just from looking at those. Oh God damn it!
Sorry.
I'll start this stuff. Obviously, looking at those clips, Sibley seems like he is a really good player for Bradford. He might be a bench player, but when he comes on, he knows how to score. So I'm saying he's definitely a good signing for you guys. So hopefully, he can do you good and keep you in line for promotion, if not playoffs.
Nuts and bolts, Mark, whatever your name is today, Mark.
How many appearances he had through the season then?
Appearances?
Yeah, how many times has he played this season, last season?
I've got no idea on that one.
See, you could be getting a gem. You could be finding a gem. He could click into place at Bradford, but who knows until he's on that pitch.
Top of the Cup, Harry, what's your thoughts on Bradford bringing him in? Top of the Cup, Harry, thoughts on him? Is this Harry?
I don't know. He does look. Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Um.
That signal in Mansfield, it's shocking.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't live in Mansfield for one. Yeah, I don't know. He does look familiar. But watching those, he does look a good player. But if he hasn't been playing well for Oxford, then I don't know. But things could happen at Bradford, but who knows? I haven't really heard of him, so.
So, nuts and bolts, Mark.
Yep.
What's happening at Notts County? Any news? Anything happening?
Sammy Joffrey's gone back to Man U. We already knew that because the BBC put that out on New Year's Day. There was some bottles through on the pitch towards the referee, towards the goalkeeper. I don't know. I've got footage of the referee bringing it to the stadium controller person. So I don't know. That's all the news, but we've got nobody coming yet. We're still waiting.
And not top of the Cup, Harry.
Nothing else to add on really from what Mark said. Apparently I've seen it, but I can't remember if I have or not, so I can't really add anything on to that. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. And what is happening at the Green Army Loop at Plymouth?
Not really a lot. I mean, we obviously came back to home park yesterday with a point from Stevenage. We were really sloppy in that game, but we had a great goal from Military Boateng, which I'm happy about. Groud got an equaliser. Nothing yet for us in the transfers. Obviously, knowing our board, we spent absolutely no money in the summer transfer. We just brought in either really cheap players or free transfers. But I think we're also looking to extend the contract of Joe Rolls, who signed with us in November. His contract apparently runs out this month. So I think we're looking to extend his contract for possibly the end of the season, if not full time. But apart from that,
Okay.
nothing in terms of the Argyle transfer market.
Okay. So then we'll go on to score predictions for the League One games on Sunday. So do that, and do that. So let's start off with Bolton Northampton. What is your score predictions? Starting off with Mark and working away at Ian.
2-1 Northampton.
Harry? Not top of the cup, Harry.
I'm going to go Bolton to win this one 2-1.
Okay. Green Army, Harry?
Yeah, same here as Harry. 2-1 to Bolton.
Okay, I think Bolton's going to win that 2-0, and that is a 12 o'clock kickoff. Then we have got Lincoln, Peterborough, and I think Peterborough are going to win that 2-0. Nuts and bolts.
I think that's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Harry? Top of the cup.
2-1 Peterborough.
Green Army?
I'm going with a 2-0 win to the Lincoln.
Obviously, we've done Blackpool, Bradford already. Moving on to Cardiff versus Wigan. I hope Wigan win this actually 1-0. Mark?
Cardiff 2-1.
Top of the cup.
2-0 draw.
Green Army?
This has got Cardiff written all over it. Sorry, Wigan. 3-1 or 2. 3-1 to Cardiff.
And we've had CCFC Cole on TikTok who thinks Cardiff are going to win 3-1. Then we have got Doncaster versus Luton. Obviously, Doncaster are absolutely having an absolute mare at the minute. So I think Luton's going to win that 1-0. Mark?
I think Luton's going to win that 4-1.
Top of the cup.
Luton's going to win 4-0.
Green Army.
Yeah, Luton are on form at the moment. Sorry, Becky. 3-0 to Luton.
Yeah, we've had Lewis who thinks it's going to be 1-0. Donny. Then we have got Huddersfield versus Exeter. I think Huddersfield are gonna. Think they're gonna lose against Exeter 1-0. Mark?
2-0 Huddersfield.
Top of the cup.
3-1 Huddersfield.
Lewis thinks it's going to be 2-1 Hudders. Green Army.
This is really tough because they're two teams I hate with a burning passion, but this is probably going to be the one and only time, and I mean this, the one and only time where I back Exeter City to win this 2-0. That hurts my throat now I said that.
Starting off with Green Army Loop, we've got
Plymouth Burton Albion. Plymouth
versus Burton. And I think it's going to be a 6-pointer this. So, Green Army, Harry, score predictions, please.
I'm thinking with Joe Rolls still in suspension and still in talks for contract extension, I don't think we'll have him on the pitch. As long as we got Tolai, Amechi, Pebble, Weirdo, Edwards, Sorinola on the pitch, we should be all right. We've already played Burton away. We came out of that 4-0 up. So I'm going to back the Army to win this again. Come on, lads. 3-0.
Top of the cup.
2-1 Burton.
Mark?
1-1.
I really want to flip you off right now, Harry, but I'm not going to.
Then
I'll
we've
defend your
got
midfield.
Port Vale versus Barnsley, and obviously Port Vale have got their manager bounce after beating Blackpool the other day. So I think Port Vale are going to win 2-0 against Barnsley. Mark?
I think it's going to be a return to reality for Port Vale, and Barnsley are going to win 4-1.
Top of the Cop?
3-0 Barnsley.
Green Army?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Mark on there, except I'm going to dial it down a bit and say a 2-1 win to Barnsley.
Then we have got Reading versus Stockport County. I think Stockport's going to win 1-0. Mark?
Yeah, Stockport 2-0. Can't see Reading winning.
Harry from Top of the Cop?
2-1 Stockport.
Green Army?
Yeah, this has got Stockport written all over it. 2-0.
So Lewis thinks it's going to be 2-1 Reading. So then we have got Rotherham versus Mansfield. Obviously, Mansfield battered Bradford yesterday. So Rotherham are going to win 4-0.
Have you still got that? Have you still got that bet on with this Rotherham guy?
Yes.
No.
I just want Mansfield to come back down to earth tomorrow. Not Sunday, sorry. So Mark, Rotherham, Mansfield, score predictions, please.
See, I can't agree with you with the Mansfield one. I think the 3 out of 3. This is going to be 4 out of 4, and they're going to have another 3-0 win.
Top of the Cop, Harry.
Well, the Mansfield fans will be loving you if that comes true, aren't they? Yeah, I can see Mansfield winning this one 3-1.
Green Army?
Yeah, I hate to say this to you, Johnny, but I think Mansfield could secure their 12th their 4th game in a row. So I'm saying this will be a 2-0 win to Mansfield.
Okay. Then we have got next Stevenage versus Leyton Orient. I think that's going to end in 0-0. Mark?
I think Leyton Orient are going to pull a shock, just like they did against you. 2-1 Leyton Orient.
Okay. Harry? Top of the Cop, Harry?
I think it's going to be a boring game, but I think Leyton Orient are going to win it 1-0.
Okay. Top
Green Army, Luke.
Green Army, Harry?
Yeah, given Stevenage's performance against us the other day, they were sloppy as well. They were just as sloppy as us. But with Leyton Orient on the road, I think they could come back 3 points clear with a 2-0 win against Stevenage.
Okay. And then we have got, last but not least, Wickham Wimbledon. I think that's going to end in 0-0. Mark?
I think 1-0 Wickham.
Harry? Top of the Cop, Harry?
I'm going to go 1-0 AFC Wimbledon.
Green Army, Harry?
I'm going to have to agree with you there, top of the clock. 1-0 to Wimbledon.
So then we have got Cheltenham Crawley. I think Cheltenham are going to win 2-0. Mark?
I think 2-1 Cheltenham.
Okay. Top of the Cop, Harry?
1-0 Crawley.
Okay. And Green Army, Harry?
Took the words right out of my mouth, Johnny. 2-0 Cheltenham.
And we've got MK Dons, aka Fake Dons, versus Chesterfield. I think Chesterfield are going to win 1-0. Harry? Green Army, Harry?
Fake Dons Chesterfield. I could see this being a 1-1 draw.
Harry from Top of the Cop?
Hate to say it, but 2-1 Chesterfield.
Nuts and bolts.
8 to say it, 3-2 Chesterfield.
Then we've got Barnet Crew. I think Barnet are going to win 2-0. Sorry, Josh. Mark?
I think Barnet are going to win 1-0.
Harry?
Yeah, Barnet 1-0.
Green Army, Harry?
Yep. Sorry, not sorry, Josh. 2-0 to Barnet.
Then we have got Barrow Bristol. I think Bristol are going to get manager bounce on that again. I think they're going to win 2-0. Mark?
I think it'll be 3-1 Bristol Rovers.
Top of the cup, Harry?
I'm going to go 2-0 Barrow.
Green Army Loop?
Oh, I mean, I see Bristol Rovers are starting to make a bounce back. So I'm thinking this will be a last-minute 1-0 win to the Rovers.
Then we've got Bromley Oldham. Bromley doing well at the minute. I think Bromley are going to win 1-0. Mark?
See, I disagree with you there. With Oldham, had a good draw on New Year's Day against Chesterfield. Then previously, they beat Walsall 2-1. So I'm going for a sharp 2-1 Oldham win. Last minute winner.
Harry? Top of the cup, Harry?
I'm going to go 3-2 Oldham.
Green Army, Harry?
I'm thinking this could. Both teams are playing really well at the moment, but I think I'm going to have to go with a 2-2 draw.
Then we've got Cambridge Grimsby. I think Cambridge are going to win 2-0. Mark?
See, I disagree with you again. Grimsby got their win under the belt. And they're flying again. Only 5 points behind Notts. Cambridge beat MK Dons. But on New Year's Day, I'm going for a Grimsby win, but 2-0.
Top of the cup?
Yeah, I'm going to go Grimsby to win 2-1.
Green Army?
For those of you that listen to this show whenever I'm on, you know I've got a soft spot for Cambridge, but at the same time, Grimsby have started to make a comeback, so I'm thinking this will be a 2-1 win to Grimsby.
And we've got Colchester versus Accrington Stanley, who did exactly after Accrington Stanley beat Notts County the other day. I think they're going to keep it going. I think Accrington Stanley are going to win 3-0. Mark?
Colchester 1-0. And Colchester will love a 1-0.
Top of the cup, Harry?
Colchester 2-1.
Harry from Green Army?
I'm going to have to disagree with both of you there. I'm thinking this could be a 2-0 win to Accrington Stanley. Who were they exactly? That never gets old.
Yeah. Then we've got Harrogate Town of Betty's Tea Room versus Swindon. I think Swindon are going to win 4-0. Mark?
I think a 1-1 draw.
Harry? Top of the cup, Harry?
1-0 win for Harrogate.
Green Army, Harry?
Harrogate are not on the best form at the moment, being within the relegation zone. Swindon, however, flying near the top of the league. I'm saying this will be a 3-1 win to Swindon.
Newport versus Tranmere. Obviously, Newport are sliding down the leagues big time. I think Tranmere are going to win. I'm going to go 4-0 Tranmere. Mark?
See, I think this could be Newport's biggest defeat of the season. I'm going 7-0 Tranmere.
Wow. Nuts and bolts, Harry? Sorry, top of the cup, Harry?
I'm going to go 1-0 Newport.
Green Army?
I'm going with a Tranmere win, but I'm not going as high as Mark's going. I'm going 3-0. So, crazy Tranmere fan, he'll be happy to hear that.
And then we've got two very small teams in League 2. If this game goes ahead, due to frozen pitch or mushrooms on the pitch or whatever excuse they're using this week, Notts County versus Gillingham. Obviously, Notts County lost against Accrington Stanley, who they exactly. I think if the game does go ahead, Gillingham are going to win it 1-0. Mark?
Only 1-0? You're confident? I think we'll lose it 4-0.
Wow. Clip that.
Yeah.
Definitely clip that.
You've got to clip that for the TikTok.
Yeah. Harry, not top of the cup, Harry.
Well, you can clip what I say because I'm going to agree with him. 4-0 Gillingham.
AI, clip that. I'm going to see if AI actually clips this. Clip it. Mark, Harry at the bottom.
Oh God, this would be one of those cases where I would back Notts County to win this game, but I've got to back my southeastern local, so I'm going with a Gillingham 3-0 win.
Then we have got
I'm on
Salford.
you, Gil.
Then we've got Salford, Shrewsbury, aka Hicks's, I think, third team. Salford are doing really well.
I thought it was like his 15th.
15th, yeah. It's a shame he ain't here today, really, but it must be upset after the loss the other day again. I was upset, to be honest, the other day, but here we are. So Salford, Shrewsbury. Salford, I think, are going to win 2-0. Mark.
2-1 Salford.
Top of the cup, Harry.
1-0 Shrewsbury.
Green Army.
Backing you on this one, Johnny. 2-0 Salford.
And then back again to Hicksy and his first, second, probably third or fourth team. Walsall versus Fleetwood. Walsall are currently just crumbling at the minute, bottling, I think, again. Fleetwood lost again the other day. So I think Fleetwood are going to win 1-0. Mark.
And this is a tough one, isn't it? Walsall not playing well at the minute. Lost 2-0 yesterday. I'll go for a 2-1 Fleetwood win.
Top of the cup, Harry?
Yeah, I just think Fleetwood are just going to bounce back after their disappointing defeat against Grimsby. So I'm going to go 2-0 Fleetwood.
Green Army?
We did say it was going to happen. Walsall were going to bottle it, and they've done it. So, yeah, I don't think I could see them making a recovery from this. They could try. Don't think it's going to happen. 2-0 Fleetwood.
Okay, and that's the end of the score predictions. Sorry I didn't have time to get to National League, but we'll cover that at some point. So it's time for chat about, shout about, vent about anything. And here's the song.
Oh, is it not Bradford get battered everywhere to go? Sorry.
Right. Harry, chat about, shout about, vent about anything.
Which one?
Top of the cop, Harry. Top of the cop, Harry. You two should just combine and have nuts and bolts together.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, that'd actually benefit. There can be only one.
Yeah. So, top of the cop, Harry. Do you want to chat about, shout about, vent about anything?
Well, I know it's a long way to Bradford when you lose, or when you crap, but no, nothing really.
Nuts and bolts.
What have I got to vent about? Fans who decide to chuck objects onto the pitch. I think it's totally bang out of order. It shouldn't be happening in football. It's dangerous. I hope they get found and get a 3-year ban.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Harry from Green Army.
No, not really. Just obviously, as I say every time, best of luck to all of the teams playing at the weekend. Hopefully Bradford don't get battered this weekend. Fingers crossed Gillingham can beat the Notts. Sorry, lads. And as always, up the fucking Greens.
I want to talk about this starting 11 for Bradford. Walker,
What is it?
Kennedy, Wright, Byrne, Halliday,
Here we go.
Power, Metcalf, Toure, Wright, Humphries, and Cav. So strap yourselves in, grab your Yorkshire puddings, grab your Yorkshire tea, because I'm going on a bit of a vent.
This is
So-
not good.
Graham Alexander absolutely messed up on this selection yesterday. Byrne and Kelly are not good enough for League One. They've obviously, I think, both got a year deal. That should all get terminated straight off the bat. I don't want to see Byrne on that pitch ever again. He was absolute shite yesterday. His defending was non-existent, and he should personally bugger off to a National League team, or probably lower than National League. Kelly, legs were gone completely. They were shocking. Then we had Halliday, who did all right. Power, Metcalf, and Torre all normally do well. Tariq Wright did all right. Humphries did all right. Kavanagh I don't know what's going on with Kavanagh, and personally, Kavanagh, I think, should leave the club as well. These players struggle in League One. Obviously, Andy Cook possibly maybe going. We've brought in a new midfielder today, so hopefully that's going to strengthen the midfielder. But talking about the game yesterday and stuff like that, Graham Alexander got it wrong completely. In what minute were it? Does it tell me on here? Minute. In the 62nd minute, Graham Alexander brought off Humphreys.
Why would he do that?
Humphreys should have stayed on the pitch yesterday. Byrne was obviously getting his name chanted from the stands for all the wrong reasons yesterday.
Well, hang on.
His
Wait,
substitutes-
was Byrne one of your starters as well?
Yes, Byrne started. And
Shouldn't have taken him with you. Should have left him at Valley Parade.
it was shocking. His defending with dire. Obviously, people singing Neil Byrne just to get him off the pitch. And the 62nd minute, we all thought Byrne is finally coming off this pitch. But it turns out he takes Humphreys off. And in the crowd is like, what the is going on here? So, yeah, that is my vent.
Johnny, but in Alexander's defence, maybe he was saving him for his first for Sunday. You know what I mean? Resting him a bit. Played a lot of games over the last few week and a half. So maybe he's resting him a bit. Maybe there's other things. Maybe there was a fitness reason why he came off.
Yeah, but Byrne started. He started, and ever since he starts, I'm going to try to find the stat. There's a stat somewhere.
But don't
Where
you
every
lose as
time-
a team and win as a team? No matter
Yeah,
who
but every
plays?
time he starts, we lose. We lose all the time when he's playing.
Then again, do you
So
think
it's
he'd
like,
lose?
so
if-
it's like the blue shirt then? Sorry,
Yeah,
Aaron.
it's like the blue shirt. It's up there with blue shirt, yeah.
Then again, do you think he would lose if you were to have him on as a sub on the bench?
He doesn't even deserve to be on the bench. He's shite. He's absolute shite. I bet Mark is a better defender than him.
I mean, I would say
I've
we
been,
could.
I've been seeing better defending at blooming Ecclesville United than what were on that pitch yesterday. Neil
I
Byrne
would
should
say-
never play for Bradford City again.
I would
think
say
you're
we
just
could
being a
take
bit
him off your
harsh,
hands.
And I'll
No,
even
no,
drop.
no.
I'll even pay for taxi and drop him off at your team if you want him for free.
No, I would have said we could take him, but at the same time, he's shit for you, and we're looking for goalies. So you can just send him back to wherever you bought him from. I don't want him.
He's a defender.
Send him to Knots. Send him to Knots. Send him to Knots.
Right, lads.
Send him to Knots.
This leads me on to this absolute banger.
Place level at Knots Town anyway.
You've been playing so hard, and now you're ready to eat. You've had a fun morning, now it's lunchtime, and you'll be in for a treat. So, what's on your plate?
Wiggly noodles!
What's on your plate?
Spaghetti and cake!
We love lunchtime, 'cause it's lunchtime. What's on your plate?
I think we've finally broken Harry. I saw him there trying
Yeah,
to
you
control
have.
his excitement.
Oh,
So-
that's not excitement. That's embarrassment. Like, of all things to have for what's on your plate, you had to include that. Like, why couldn't you just included like the intro from Hell's Kitchen or MasterChef or something?
Yeah, because it puts smiles on people's faces, mate. I mean, it puts smile on people's faces. So, nuts and
Well.
bolts, Mac. What is on your plate?
Steak, chips, and green beans.
Do you have any peppercorn sauce, bread and butter?
Bread and butter and mayo.
Bread and butter and mayo with a steak. What?
Yeah.
Bread and butter with steak.
Yeah.
That's criminal.
Chip butter? You get a chip
So
butter?
don't you have a chip?
That's bloody
steak-
criminal. No,
Don't
I'm
you have
sorry,
a
bread and
chip
butter with a
steak?
steak.
Chip steak sandwich? Banging.
Top of the cop,
If you-
Harry. What is on your plate, my friend?
I had a cheeseburger, chips, and onion rings.
Any bread and butter?
Nope, just me.
All right. Green Army Loop.
Well, I'm not as insane as Mark to have bread and butter with a goddamn steak. So I'm off to I'm going to be leaving in a minute to go to a roller disco in
You put chips in
Maidstone.
it.
Anyway, I'm going to a roller disco in Maidstone in a little bit. So when I get home, I'm gonna have some microwave pizzas that I've got shoved in the freezer with my name on them.
Just don't hurt yourself, Harry.
What do you mean don't hurt? What do you mean don't hurt myself? And how to use a microwave?
No, I mean when you do your rollerblading.
I'm more than experienced. In all fairness, though, I could end up injuring myself from trying out my new skates that I got for Christmas. So could end up with an injury, but who knows? Only time will tell.
No.
You got 4 wheels or 2 wheels?
4 on each.
4 wheels. Sounds don't hurt
Are the
yourself.
blade ones?
Huh?
Well,
Are the
don't.
ones with the blades?
Well, I mean,
Nah, they're quads. They're quads.
I mean,
So,
just don't
nuts
do
and
it
bolts.
if you have bad performances.
So nuts and bolts, Mark.
Yeah.
Top of the top in a podcast, Harry and Green Army Loop. Have you got any last words on your team? Have you got any last words on anything on football? Anything?
Up the greens. I've
Harry?
said my piece.
Top of the cop, Harry.
Oh,
No.
Johnny, right. Let's talk about VAR for a minute and how dreadful it would be if it was brought in
Oh yes.
to the lower estimates of football. Every week, right, we complain about
Yep,
referees,
absolutely, it'd be dreadful.
right,
Yep.
and officials, right. Who do you
Yep.
think would be making them decisions on a slimline VAR? Them same officials. We'd all end up. We'd be on a podcast every week saying we've had 2 players sent off. There's been penalties awarded,
Yep.
and we don't think there was penalties. There was offsides given what weren't offsides. We would be worse than the Premier League fans moaning about it.
Then again, for some reason, I thought this was going to be something we would have talked about on chat about, vent about, rant about anything, because it seems like the kind of thing that we should talk about with that segment.
I think it
Well,
deserves
even-
its own new hour. Own hour.
It was like we even said this the other day on your Mansfield preview, Johnny.
Mhm.
Like on your Mansfield preview the other day, like we had someone on I think it was TikTok commented, should we have VAR in lower leagues? Yes, we should. Yes, we should. Why should Premier League and Championship be like? Why should they have VAR while League One and League Two have absolutely nothing but the referees who don't know how to do their job?
Yeah, but you're gonna have them same referees making them same awful decisions. as
Sometimes
well
it
on
doesn't.
VAR.
Don't have it.
Sometimes it shouldn't just be a ref's decision. It should be like anything that the ref doesn't see should be called out, and we should have VAR to inspect it on whether or not it's penalty, red card, free kick, whatever. Like we should have VAR in lower leagues, especially if it's going to start getting dirty.
I just think it'd make it worse. We'd be complaining every single week that there was penalties, what weren't penalties, sending
Yeah.
offs, what weren't sending offs.
Yeah.
It just turned the
Yeah.
game into chaos. You've seen what the standard of refereeing is like.
Yeah, they would take about 15 minutes to come to a conclusion.
Yeah. And also, it's like you look at some yellow cards, right? You think, well, that's a red.
We definitely need goal line technology though.
And then
Definitely.
you'll see like a yellow, or you'll see a red card, but really
Look at
shouldn't
some
have
red
been a
cards
card
that
at
I
all.
think
You know what I mean?
So,
should be able.
But
yeah,
we haven't
should be
got
yellow.
in the lower leagues, I think not even in the championship, goal line technology. And how many years has that been there?
No. Oh, no.
so obviously back to this incident here. VAR have been involved, right?
Yeah.
Is obviously his arm is out here
Yeah.
and it's hit him probably halfway down his elbow, would you say?
I'd say that's like near his hand.
I'd say that's off in between his shirt, top of his shirt, bottom of his shirt, thing,
Halfway. Yeah.
halfway. But he's falling. So, like, they used an excuse in the Premier League last week that when I think the player was falling down, and they used the excuse it weren't a penalty because, rightly or wrong, right, that it was in a natural position.
So, Mark,
If
because
you
we're running
thought-
out of time.
Yeah.
So, obviously, imagine VAR, Mansfield game yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So VAR. Referee goes to monitor, has a nosy at that. Basically, you go through the footage again.
Yeah.
Your conclusion: penalty or no penalty?
Oh dear, you put me on the spot. I'd
I love
say
putting people on the spot.
99.9% of referees in the lower league would give that as a penalty.
Top of the cop.
I would say it's not, but probably most of the lower league ones would probably say yeah.
Green Army, Harry.
Obviously, Mark and Harry can't really talk, seeing as they're in, was it League 2? Was it? But as a League 1 supporter, I would
You'll be joining us next year, so
don't count your horses, mate. But yeah, as a League 1 supporter, I would say that is definitely a penalty that should have gone to Bradford.
So if I was referee at this game, and
oh come on, you'll be biased. Come on.
Yeah, but if this was a Champions League game, if that were say that was Liverpool versus Barcelona in Champions League, that happens. The game's 1-1, whatever. That happens in the 90th minute, and that's like a Liverpool player or a Barcelona player. I reckon that's a penalty.
That is a penalty.
If that were Europe, that would have been a penalty.
But in Europe, they have different rules to the Premier League. For VAR and penalties and stuff like that. So there's no consistency in it. And I agree. It's unfair that the Premier League have VAR, but no one else does. It's unfair they have goal line technology. No other leagues in the football pyramid below the Premier League have goal line technology. We should have that first. How many times a goal's over the line? You see it's over the line, but the linesman don't give it, the referee don't give it, and you lose a game or you draw a game because of it.
Yeah.
So, Knots and Bolts, do you want to plug your podcast for me, please?
Yeah, it's Knots and Bolts podcast and Knots County podcast on all socials.
Okay. Top of the cop, Harry.
Knots County podcast out on all socials.
Okay. And last but not least, Green Army Loop, Harry. Do you want to plug your podcast, mate?
Yeah, Green Army Loop, who is currently experiencing technical difficulties with publishing my episodes. So if you do want to listen to any of my previous episodes, go on to my X page at Green Army Loop and have a listen there. I will be uploading on some kind of platform soon if I can figure it out and get a laptop. But at the moment, Green Army Loop podcast streaming exclusively on X.
And I want to say thank you for Mark from Knots and Bolts, Harry from the Green Army, and also Harry from Top of the Cop. Obviously, Bradford lost yesterday. Hopefully, they will revenge against Blackpool on Sunday. I hope you have enjoyed the podcast. And if you have, just search for Chickens on the Loose podcast on all podcast services or wherever you listen to your podcast. And like and subscribe and follow to the podcast, please. And if you think we've been shit today, tell us we've been shit so I can improve. Also, got Chickens on the Loose podcast on all social sites from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Give us a follow on there. If you can, though, just give us a follow on YouTube as well, because I'm close to 1,000 on there, and also on TikTok, close to 4,000 on there. And if you could give me a follow on Facebook as well, Chickens on the Loose, I'm 2K, nearly at 2K. So wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and like always, up the fucking chickens.